Why do so many new drivers lack in basic skills of driving? With all your experience of writing 7 books on road safety, like what is the biggest gap do you think in road safety?
It's a good question. So basically, there are two aspects of driving, right? Let's say you take a motorcycle. So the first thing is you learn how to use the clutch and the gears, and how you maneuver the brakes and everything. So that's called motor skills. That's only one half. The second half is how do you drive on a road? There are so many set of rules, and that rules have to be obeyed by every other person on the road. Only then we can all drive safely. If people don't know the rules, then you're going to end up having accidents. And the problem in our country as a whole is that nobody is really taught any rules. People are just tested based on a ground, and they make a circle or 8 or something, and then they issue the license. Lack of awareness of rules and defensive driving is the reason why our roads are so bad, traffic is so bad. People are not aware that there are so many rules, first of all. Many of us learned driving and then got the license easily. Even our fathers got the license easily. Their fathers also got the license easily. We have this whole gap of maybe 50, 60, 70 years where everybody has been driving without having a proper manual and a proper set of rules to learn from.
Do you think 15 minutes driving test is enough for testing the ability of the driver in unexpected situations?
First of all, we need to understand that there is no road test in India. We only have a ground test. So in a ground test, again, what it goes back is you measure people's motor skills. Can he balance the vehicle? Can he change gears? Can he turn the car or motorcycle? That's all our RTS test. He does an 8 or something like that, a circle, and then pass. Unfortunately, that doesn't at all determine if the person knows the rules. What's the courtesy on the road? So we need to have at least a 15-minute, I would say, let's start with at least a 15-minute road test. The person who's in, testing should sit behind the motorcyclist, and you have a dash cam. So we know for sure how this person is driving. It's documented. It's not that arbitrary you fail someone or pass someone.
Do you think we should make the driving test even more tougher to understand, to make them understand the rules exactly?
100%. 100%. Right now, a driver's license is issued like a cinema ticket or something. That's not the way it should be at all. There is no value for it. There's no respect for it. So that translates into driving style.
All the time you say people don't know rules and all. What are those rules? Mostly everyone knows we should wear helmet, we should have a seat belt, and we should see the signal and all. So what are those rules which you are talking about?
The problem in our country is that nobody knows what the rules are. So I call these like shadow rules. Seat belt, helmet, overspeeding, drunken driving, all of these things. These are very obvious few mistakes. Actually, most of the accidents that happen, you look at the cause of an accident, like I'll tell you a simple example. Every week in the newspaper, you will see at least one car which has hit a parked lorry on the highway.
Right.
It goes underneath that parked lorry and everybody in the car dies because it's a horrible accident. What is that rule? Does anyone know what the rule is? Everybody is wearing seatbelt, but everybody's dead. What is that rule? Nobody knows what that rule is. That rule is you should not drive on the left shoulder. Now you'll ask me, what is shoulder? People don't know what is a shoulder.
Yeah, even right? I don't know.
Yeah, because we've not been trained on that.
Yeah.
There is something there. People have created their own rule called free left, where they just join a main road. There's a lorry coming at 100 kilometers per hour from the right. How can he stop suddenly?
Right.
Tum to ghus gaya road pe. You get hit by the lorry, the scooterist dies instantly. But what does the newspaper say? Even the newspaper doesn't know that when you're taking a free left, you have to stop and yield to traffic already going on the main road. You don't have right of way. They will not stop for you. You have to stop, wait, when it's clear, join. Nobody knows this rule in the whole country. So next day, what does the newspaper say? Speeding lorry knocks down driver. No, rash speeding lorry knocks down two-wheelers and kills them. So now the blame has gone on to the lorry. So people will continue to make that same lane and die, 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 die. They've been dying. Nobody has told the guy that, boss, it's your fault. You should not join the main road without yielding to traffic already on the main road. Nobody has told the two-wheeler people this. So still people go onto the free left and die. This is the rule.
Right.
So like that, there are some 45 rules while overtaking. You need something called zone of vision.
Okay.
Okay, zone of vision means what can you see, right? Let's suppose you're going on a small state highway, not Uvara. Small state highway, there are only two lanes,
Mhm.
one for going, one for coming. There's a big lorry in front of you. You can't see what's coming from the other side. So when you're trying to overtake, you have to fall back behind the lorry and just see. Jaan ke dekhna are clear hai,
Mhm.
then you start overtaking.
Mhm.
But our heroes, at a left curve, they start overtaking.
Mhm.
As a left curve, you don't have any zone of vision. Suddenly, one lorry comes from the opposite side. You can't do anything, it's head on.
Right.
These also accidents happen every other day on the street. If you see the newspaper, when you see there's an accident, no, read, and you will find the problem right there. Only thing is, we don't know that there's a rule called zone of vision. There's a rule called sight distance,
Mhm.
2 second following gap. You see, sometimes 3-4 vehicles all collide into each other.
Yeah.
They don't keep a safe gap.
Mhm.
So there is a rule called 2 second rule. You got to keep a safe gap. So like that, there are some 45 rules which we have to teach people. If we don't teach them, we will continue to have the accidents, and seatbelt and helmet cannot really save you beyond a certain point.
How can we train so many people, sir? Like, how can we get money for all those people? Nowadays, police on roads look so busy. Do they actually have the training and the equipment to keep the roads safer? Sir, some drivers they broke the rule all the time. So, what should be the punishment for them? Like, what strict action should be taken? Like, should we take away their cars, or what should we do exactly?